Welcome back to Jazamby, guys, on another wonderful day here in Wisconsin. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to cut a snowflake properly and a few other different ways to do them. Now, I am not a crafty guy normally. I definitely didn't make that little snowman there, and I definitely didn't make that snowman or any of the other things that you see here. I swear I am not a crafty person. But we are going to show you how to cut a snowflake, because that is one thing that I can do. But it is Sunday during football, so we're going to enjoy a nice beer. And like I said, I'm definitely not a crafty guy at all. I don't ever make anything. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that off of there. Definitely don't make stuff or craft anything at all. Let's put the antlers over here. I do like making snowflakes. I've been able to make snowflakes for a very, very long time. You already saw the intro. There is thousands of them. They are everywhere. I've made them for a lot of other people. And I don't know why, I just have the gift of making snowflakes. I don't make anything else, though, at all. I definitely didn't make this reindeer beer bottle right there. I did not make that, but I will make snowflakes, that is for sure. Today we're going to enjoy a delicious IPA while we cut snowflakes. I hope you guys enjoy this one. It should be fun. Cheers to everybody. Now let's get started. Of course, I'm going to start with one of my favorites, just the old plain white computer paper. Because it is thin, it folds easy, and it cuts easy. You can use construction paper, in all different colors or whatever you want to do. But for the easiest way, right here, you're going to want one regular computer sheet of paper. And of course, a pair of scissors. And I like to use white thumbtacks to put them into the wall because it hides it really well. No matter what color snowflake you make, it will hide it and work really well. Now first, there is multiple ways to do this. But the correct way, the 6-pointed or 7-pointed, is it? The 7-pointed snowflake is what I like to make. And you're going to start by going like this, folding yourself into a nice square. Fold that, and you're going to have this little extra edge over there. And we're going to get rid of that. Just cut that right off. And honestly, you can save this for little snowflakes, and you can make little mini ones. So we'll put that off to the side for now. We'll show you how to do that later. Now, you have your triangle here. You're gonna wanna make sure these are creased really nice. It's gonna help in the long run. It doesn't have to be perfectly lined up, although you might think it does. It really doesn't, because you're gonna cut a lot off anyways. So you're gonna take that corner there and fold it into an even smaller triangle. There you go. All right, so now you've got that, and then you're gonna do it one more time. Bring the corners together, give that a nice fold, and then take a beer break. Gotta make sure you take a beer break in between the folds there. There we go, and so now you're left with this triangle right here. And you're not gonna fold it like that. What you're gonna do is, this is your middle point right there, and you can tell because it fans open at the top there. That is your middle point. And what you're gonna do is actually fold this across that way, like that. This is what's going to give you all those different points and make it actually into a circle and not a square snowflake. So that's what you're going to be left with, and you're going to cut that top part off right there. There you go. And now you're left with this. So you can already see, once you start to open it, you're going to get all those points right there, and you can cut basically whatever you want out of it. So there you are. There is your shape right there. And now you can cut along any one of these sides. You just can't cut the full amount off of these folded ones. You got to keep some there intact so that when you fold it, it actually stays together in one piece. Now, I'm going to start just by showing you one of these. And I'm going to just go. I'm going to go with it and just cut whatever I want here. Now, this whole top part, I mean, you could cut a big thing right into it if you want. You can do anything that you want. But traditional looking snowflake, I just try to cut small, simple shapes. There's like a triangle there. There you go. Super easy to do stuff like that. Just a little simple triangle into that. And maybe switch it up. We'll make this one a little lower. And we'll go into there. And I'll just keep on cutting triangles. And you want to be careful, and you want to use a nice pair of scissors. Using a crappy pair of scissors is going to make this a lot harder. There we go. See, it's already kind of giving you that little snowflake edge right there. And then so what we're going to do is we're going to cut that a little bit lower and get that out of there. If you got a wedge or scissors in there, give it a turn and just cut that out. Boom. There you go. And now we're going to keep going. There's another triangle. It's mostly triangles and diamonds. That's all you really need to know to be able to cut a cool one. Now, you can get really fancy and start cutting in here and stuff like that too. And I can show you that if you want to see it, but you really don't have to do that. We'll go a little fancy, cut along this edge here. You can be as creative as you want. Do whatever it is you want to do with these. We'll cut another triangle there. And then let's turn this into a point. Be really careful not to cut the other ends. There you go. And so that's what we're left with. That is going to be our top jagged part. Just some random shapes, guys. That is all you need to know. And then we're going to cut, let's cut like a diamond shape right in there. There we go. I don't know if I cut that all the way through or not, but I'm going to try and just rip. Sometimes you don't want to go all the way to the edge, otherwise you'll end up cutting through it. So there we go. And let's go to this side now. And let's just start cutting shapes into here. Here is a little diamond. Something easy to do there. And now let's do something a little more drastic and go just a little bit farther into it, like that. There we go. Let's go like that. And now let's chunk that off right there. Now look at it. Now we're starting to make shapes into the side of this. It doesn't look like much now, but it will turn into something cool. And I usually just start going back and forth. Maybe do one on this side. Let's make a big triangle there. All right. And then I just start going back and forth. Let's do another one over here. And I'm just doing simple triangles. That is all. And we're just going to keep going back and forth. Maybe this one will go up at an angle there. And then we'll do a really sharp angle from down here. Try not to cut through. I like to use the very back of the scissors to get up close to those edges. Otherwise, you're going to end up slicing right through it. Okay. Sometimes you just got to pull the remainder. There we go. Let's cut a... let's go straight in and cut a triangle. There we go. And then let's cut a diamond from up here. Let's go like that. And then like that. There we go. Super simple. I noticed that I have a little piece kind of caught in there. Let's just try and grab that with the scissors there. There we go. Little piece is stuck in there. Must not have cut that one far enough. There we go. And then you're left with your end here. Now, you can choose to leave it whole, or you can cut the little tip off, which I usually do. Give that a little hole there. And then this is what we've got. It looks like just a weird, random shape. But I promise you, when you open this up, every time you'll do it just slightly different, because like what they say, every snowflake is unique and different, and they really are. It is crazy. I never know what I'm going to get when I open these things up. Sometimes they look like a legit snowflake. Sometimes I don't even know what they look like. But you can already see it starting to take shape. It's always a fun little surprise seeing what we've got there. Now look at there. That is our crazy snowflake we just made. Very fun. Doing this every time is completely different. You can start experimenting and cutting in different ways and make all different types of crazy stuff. But that is our snowflake right there. Maybe we'll set that one up over there. We'll set it up on the Santa hat. We'll put that there. There you go. We will take a beer break. And then I'll show you this whole piece that we saved right here. You can turn this just by folding it into a square into a bunch of little mini snowflakes. There is your starter square, remember, right there. And again, we're just gonna fold it into a triangle. Fold it again. And then now, if you wanted to make a square one, you could do this and just leave it right there. You don't have to do that extra fold over and you'll get a square. Now out of this, we do want that rounded, so we are gonna fold it one more time. Now you might think, this is crazy, how could you possibly cut this? The trick is to use the very back inside of the scissors to be able to cut teeny tiny little cuts. It's definitely harder to do leaning over this camera right now, but I'm gonna do my best and just try and make some really small little cuts. I don't even know how to hold this the right way. Let's go like that. And just use the back of the scissors and inch up to it. There you go. Try and pull out some of those little pieces there. There we go. And you already got one little triangle there. And let's just cut this off. Cut that into a point. There we go. And now this, you just got to keep it really simple. So we're just gonna, let's just cut like sort of a diamond into this. There we go. Nice little diamond. And then let's do another one on this side. Really, really careful. Move just like a millimeter at a time. And we're gonna come from down here and come up. And just use the back inside of that scissors to just get up to it. And sometimes I'll stop a little early and just rip them off. There we go. And then there, we'll cut the tip. And this is doesn't look like much, but this right here, let's see if we can focus. There you go. Is gonna be a cool little snowflake. A little mini one. Look at that. Boom. Just those few little cuts and you get this right there. This teeny tiny little snowflake. We'll put them up right there. Those are just so cool and they add to everything else. If you put them all around and you add all those little ones in there, it definitely adds and just makes it interesting. Everyone thinks, oh my god, it must have taken you forever to cut all these. It really doesn't. Over the years, and you cut a few at a time, it really doesn't take that long. They're fairly easy, especially if you get a bunch of people, get a bunch of kids in on it, and everyone starts cutting them. It goes rather quickly. Now this one, I'll show you the square. So instead of doing that final fold like I normally do, we're just gonna do it right here, just like this, and just start cutting. We'll do, let's go like that. Maybe we'll do some triangles. We'll do the reverse of that. All right. Let's cut that. I'm just guessing here. I'm just making weird cuts. We don't know what we're doing. Let's go like that. Let's cut a point. All right, we got something like that there. Looks kind of cool. Let's go from this side. I'm thinking like a diamond right there. Boom. Diamond. Let's just do some little triangles on this side. Just some little triangles. Here's another one. Like Bob Ross, some happy little triangles. Some happy little triangles right there. You can't make any mistakes. You can cut wherever you'd like to. Doesn't matter. Just making happy little snowflakes with Bob Ross. There you go. And then you open it up and what you're going to get is a square instead. And look at that crazy thing right there. How cool is that? Another cool looking one. Like we say, every single snowflake is different, but you can cut anything that you want. As long as you have those basic shapes, that is what you're going to get. Now, if you want to cut a medium-sized one, this is what you're going to do. Fold that in half again. Again, you're going to cut that strip off, because what you want to do is make 4 squares out of this. Now again, you can save this and make 3 little mini snowflakes if you want, or throw it away, your choice. But then we're gonna fold this in half to give us a line to cut on, and then we're gonna fold it in half again. And now we've got 4 squares right here that we can cut. We're gonna cut that in half. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're gonna cut this in half. And this is gonna give you 4 medium-sized snowflakes. And we're just gonna do the same thing over and over again. So there's obviously 4 squares over there now, but we're just gonna do one right now. Here's your square, and just like the other ones, you're gonna fold it. There we go. Could have been a little better. There we go. And you're gonna fold it again. And we are going to do the rounded one, so you'll fold it again. All right, find your middle. That's the middle right there. So we want to fold that over. There we go. And then cut off that top part. Boom. There we go. And then we need to take a beer break. Most important part of cutting snowflakes is making sure you're taking a beer break. Now, keep it going here. We are just gonna start cutting like we were doing before. We'll go like that. This is gonna give you your traditional snowflake look. When you do the angle with the straight line. See if I can get that out of there. There we go. And then you give it the reverse, the other straight line back to the angle. That is gonna give you that really traditional looking snowflake cut right there. Boom. And then we're gonna do it again, but this time let's just cut this chunk off. See what happens with that. And let's do that again, another reverse angle. Boom, and then let's just keep doing that all the way down the side of this. Straight up, down, straight up, and then boom, across. And we'll just keep doing that. Oh, see if I can't get that little piece out. There we go. Let's do that on the other side now. Gonna do the triangle. Straight up and down. And then let's do the reverse of it. So straight up and down. And then the triangle. There we go. And then let's just let's cut some just some random shapes out of here. I don't know what to do. Maybe we'll go straight across and then cut another triangle. We'll just kind of keep doing that. There we go. Let's put a triangle on this side. Just a regular old triangle, which will be like a diamond. There we go. And then let's cut the tip off and call it a day. There we go. And this is going to give you your medium-sized snowflake. Oh, there we go. Open it up and see what we've got. And see, it surprises me every time. You never really know what you're going to get. But look at that one. It's got like a circle going through it and everything. Look at that crazy snowflake right there. Another one. So let's try and clear some of these out here. And you can see this is your medium snowflake. Here is your little mini one right there to go with it. And then of course we've got our full size snowflake over here. Right there, the big boy, Big Daddy. And if you cut a whole bunch of these, you can get yourself just what's looking like a blizzard inside of your house if that's what you want. And of course, you can do all different colors. You can do whatever you want to do, but cutting snowflakes can be fun for you and your family and your kids, maybe on Christmas or whatever you do. But most importantly, don't ever forget, guys, you need to have a beer break in between your flakes. So enjoy that, guys, and have some fun cutting some snowflakes. Thank you. I normally rip cards, but today we are having some fun. Thank you for watching, every single one of you, and hopefully you can go out and drink some beer and cut some snowflakes yourself. Just as you start drinking, they might start looking worse. That is all. Other than that, guys, have a wonderful day. Enjoy football this Sunday, and we will see you guys next time. Good night.